Be closer.
That's the papyrus plant.
Would you come closer, please? Where are you from?
Washington, D.C.
North Carolina.
North Carolina.
Washington. Yeah.
Couple.
Yeah, I belong to
Have you been in the Egyptian Museum?
Not
Not
yet.
yet.
No, not yet.
But
Tomorrow.
I think you know the paper, papyrus.
Yes.
This is the first paper in the history. The history goes back to 5,000 years. And this is a plant papyrus which has been used for making this paper. It's a tropical plant which grows in the Nile. Ancient Egyptians had considered the plant holy or sacred because of two reasons. Firstly, the flower looks like sunrise or sunshine. Sunrise refers to Amun-Ra, Ra is god of the sun. The second reason, the symbol like the pyramid. It's pyramid shape. Pyramid shape for them was symbol of eternity and immortality.
Right.
Because they had considered the plant sacred, they had used everything for making useful things. They had used the flower to feed the animal, and the heart for cooking or eating. It's edible because of concentration of sugar. And the green cover or the skin has been used for making hats, sandals, beds, chairs, baskets. It's very strong and flexible. And then a part has been used for making a kind of perfume and for making papyrus. To make that paper, they have cut the stem into parts according to the size, because the plant is about 5 meters in height. It's more than 5 meters. After they had cut it, they had removed the green cover. As I told you, to use it for making handles, baskets, beds, chairs, hats, strong and flexible, and the more it dries, stronger it becomes. Yalla, show me your muscle.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then we cut the inner part into thin strips to make the paper. But the problem, the inner part is breakable. To make it flexible, they had used a mallet to break the fiber. And rolling pin. This is used to facilitate the way for using the rolling pin to get water out and also to reduce the sugar amount. The plant contains a little amount of sugar. Always has drop. Now it became flexible, not breakable anymore. Then we put them in water, plain water, to reduce the sugar, to be more flexible and stronger. It's put here 5 days to get white paper, light color, and 12 days to get dark papyrus, dark paper.
Okay.
So the longer it stays at water, darker it gets because of this amount of sugar. Sugar and oxygen make it darker. After that, we put them between any two layers in a vertical and horizontal line. The green cover is woven or intertwined to make hats, baskets. But the inner part is overlapped till within the first layer. We put the second in the same way. After that, we press it. Ancient Egyptians had used big stones, flat stones, to press them, but for now we use this press machine. It's pressed here 6 days. Then 2 days in the sun to dry. We don't add any chemicals because the plant contains natural glue, sugar and starch, which turn into natural glue, which stick between the sides.
Interesting. Did you know all of this?
After 6 days and 2 days in the sun, we get that paper strong and flexible. As I told you, there is no chemical. Just we press it, then we get this final. Did you see it before?
No.
Never?
No, that's wonderful. I didn't know that.
Also, let me show you the characteristics of this paper. One of it is waterproof. I mean, it can absorb the liquid but can't go through the paper. Would you touch it, sir? Push it until it touches the bottom of the flip. It's dry. Also, it's washable. As I told you, there is no chemicals at all. That's why that one is 5,000 years ago. Have you been in the Egyptian Museum or not yet?
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow you will see the original one. It's more than 5,000 years ago.
So it won't deteriorate?
No. We'll see. Maybe. it became stronger. And if you touch it, you feel it sticky or slippery. This is the natural glue.
Okay.
This way also to distinguish between the original and the fake paper. Because some people use banana leaf for making another kind of paper. After that we give that paper to painters to paint the painting, and this is the pen of the painter. Now I'll give you a brief idea about the most important story. The final judgment, the one you will see in the Egyptian Museum tomorrow. It's the most important one, because the final judgment is the reason for building pyramids, stones, graves, symbols. This one also is the reason for the idea of mummification. They had believed in reincarnation, another life after life. That's why they had mummified the body. They had removed all the organs, just they had left the heart to keep it for the final judgment. And that one depicts their imagination about Judgment Day. In that one, this is the person in his next life, in front of 14 judges. He is telling them the good things which he did in his life, just good things. If the majority believe him, he will go to paradise, otherwise he will go to hell. But in that one, 7 believe him and try to give him key of life, which is called to go to paradise. The other 7 make him a liar, don't believe him. Now it's split, 7 and 7. So where he will go? Where? California?
Yeah, probably. Probably.
Split, there was a second chance. And no, but Jackal has God of mummification. We leave him to this balance, which is called the balance of justice. And we put the dead man's heart, his heart on a scale, and the feather on the other scale.
What is that?
Feather.
Feather, okay.
But that one is a special feather, it's a spiritual feather,
Okay.
which is called feather of truth. That feather belongs to man, God of justice. She knows everything about his heart. So, if the heart goes down, means heavy heart, full of sin.
Right.
That animal will eat the heart and the body as a punishment, will deprive him of eternity and immortality. We can see here the feather is heavier. So he was a good person, and this case analysis will lead him to Seth. Seth is God of wisdom. He writes down the final thought. Then Seth will lead him to Horus, represented by Falcon, God of protection. To protect him of evil, and to give him the key of life. Symbol of eternity and immortality, to which paradise. So that we can see Osiris, that's the chief god of paradise. His wife is Isis or Isis, god of which Allah, and his sister is Nephthys, god of magic. And the kids of Horus receive the newcomer not to protect the organs of the person, and they are sending on loot. Look for them, it was symbol of love. That contains about 60% of the Egyptian history. As I told you, it's the reason for building pyramids, tombs, graves, symbols, the idea of mummification. We see also 14 judges represent the 14 states or provinces of Egypt and the names in hieroglyphics. In that scene also we can see the first idea about democracy, voting, as if you are in front of a parliament, raising the keys. Then you know the members raising their hands, but in this case, use the key. Also the idea of the way for judging has come from the final judgment. The way. The scale, symbol of course and symbol, the balance of justice, has come from the Egyptian final judgment. The idea of punishment and reward, even after life. Also we can see the most famous gods in the Egyptian history. And the main symbols such as the Nile, the feathers and the... Is it clear?